essentials that are needed to make the perfect Thanksgiving turkey. And we have our TikTok fam here in the background, so if you see me looking up, I'm saying hi to them and checking out the questions that they're having as well. I have 6 essentials. 3 of them are major must-haves. A few of them are just some nice things to have when you're done cooking your Thanksgiving dinner. And it helps a little bit with the prep and the cleanup and saving all of the delicious food that you're gonna have for later. So please, if you guys have any specific questions about any of the products that I'm gonna go over, feel free to put it in the chat and I will get your questions answered. You guys can obviously view on the bottom of the screen all of the items that I'm gonna go through, and by no means am I suggesting that you purchase this exact product. Click on the product, look at the flavor types, look at the product details, and if there's something that you think you're missing in the products, then just keep scrolling through Amazon and find one that perfectly fits you or the size of your kitchen or whatever drawer you're gonna store the equipment in. But without further ado, I'm gonna jump right into the very first thing that I do when I'm preparing my Thanksgiving turkey, and that is to brine the turkey. Brining poultry is one of the most important things that you can do for poultry because notoriously it's a very lean meat, which means it doesn't have a lot of fat, which means it dries out really quickly, right? So when you're cooking it, the moisture is leaving the bird, and you want to keep it in as much moisture as you possibly can. So that's where brining comes in. What is a brine? A brine is basically a liquid. 90% of the time it's water with a bunch of seasonings in it. Some people can brine in like a chicken broth or a vegetable broth. But basically you mix your brine and then you soak your poultry in the brine for a minimum of 1 hour. I usually do mine overnight. Some people will do theirs for a full 24 hours. It really does depend on the size of the turkey, but you want to make sure that you aren't brining your turkey for too long because then that could break up the texture of the meat and you don't want that. So the brine that I recommend for beginners is the Kinder's Brine Kit. So what's great about this is that, one, they have a bunch of different flavors. I chose the buttery poultry rub flavor because if you guys have never tried Kinder's buttery poultry rub before, it's absolutely amazing. It's so good. I put it on everything. It's even good on fish, but they have a brine kit for it. And what comes in the brine kit is the mix of seasonings and also the bag. So sometimes it's hard to find the big bag that a turkey will fit in. So it comes with the brine seasoning mix, the bag, and really great instructions on the back. So if you're a first-time briner, then this is a really good kit to get. And again, they have a bunch of different flavors. So click the link that you see for the seasoning right there on your screen, and you can scroll through the different seasonings that they have, but just make sure you're getting the kit, okay? Brining your turkey is very important. And if you're not following me on my social media channels, I will teach you my own personal brining recipe. All of the Thanksgiving recipes are coming up this week, so get excited for that. This is my secret weapon. The second thing that is a must-have when you're cooking your Thanksgiving turkey is a meat injector, okay? I know it sounds a little crazy, but what you're gonna do with this meat injector is you're going to make a magical mix. I usually use butter, seasonings, garlic, a little bit of chicken broth or beef broth, whatever you're using to season. You mix it all up, you put it in a cup, you take your meat injector, you fill it up with this delicious seasoning and flavors, and then you literally inject your meat with it, right? So it comes like this. It looks like something that you would find in a doctor's office. And then it comes with a bunch of different types of, I guess you would call these needles, not really sure, that just screws into the bottom of the meat injector. And then you would stick the injector into your mixture, fill it up, and then plain and simply pick all of the spots on the turkey that usually get dry and fill it up with flavor and juice and yumminess. So this is a must-have. If you've never injected your Thanksgiving turkey before, if you simply just do these first 2 steps, I promise you, you will wow your dinner guests, wow your family, and you will never go back to cooking Thanksgiving turkey without doing those 2 steps. So we're down 2 items. Those are a must-have, must-have. My third must-have item is I mean, this is plain and simple. You guys should all have one of these in your drawers. This is just to simply keep basting the turkey while it's cooking. This particular one is really cool because it comes with a little like baster brush on the bottom, and it also comes with a needle in it as well. So if you're short on cash and you can't buy a baster and the meat injector that we talked about, then you can get one of these that comes with the needle. It'll take you a little bit longer and it's not as an aggressive of an injection, but you can do the injection with the little needle that comes with this guy. So take a look at the one that's on the screen, click around, find the color that you want. These come in like many different colors. So match your kitchen if need be. Another must. Now, I get a lot of negative comments when I tell people, if you're not using a meat thermometer to cook your turkey, then you shouldn't be cooking the Thanksgiving turkey. I stand by that. I've said it a million times. I know that there's a lot of cooks out there that can cook without using a thermometer, but turkey's different, right? Especially when you're cooking for a big group of people. You want to make sure, one, the turkey's cooked correctly so you don't make people sick, and two, you want to make sure you don't overcook the turkey. One of the things that people always say about not liking Thanksgiving turkey is that it's super dry. And so we're combating that with one, brining it, like we talked about earlier, two, injecting it, and three, making sure we're not overcooking it. And we're doing that by using a meat thermometer. I use this for everything. This is a wired thermometer. So it comes with prongs that look like this. And my particular one that I have comes with 6 prongs that attach to the side of the thermometer. And you stick it into the parts of the meat that tend to either undercook or overcook, right? So when I cook my turkey, I will definitely use 2 prongs, one in the thigh, one in the breast, and sometimes maybe 3 or 4 if I want to check both sides of the turkey to make sure that everything's cooking evenly. What's great about this new version of meat thermometers is that they are Bluetooth, and they come with an app. So you buy this, and you guys, again, look around your Amazon store and find the color that you want, find the number of prongs that you want. But all of them come with their own individual app. So what's great is that when you're busy and you're in the kitchen and you're cooking a million things at once, you can keep your app up. You can set alarms so that when the turkey reaches a specific temperature, that the alarm will start sounding. And some of them even allow you to like connect to your oven and turn your oven off when the turkey reaches the temperature. So it is fail-proof and really helps you get that turkey to the perfect temperature. So it's one, again, not undercooked or not overcooked. So must-haves: your brine, right? Your meat injector and or one of these guys, and then a thermometer. Those are a must. And I'll say it again, if this is your first time being in charge of cooking the Thanksgiving turkey, then you'll want to follow me on my social media channels as I teach you the exact recipes, times, temperatures, all that good stuff so that your meal can come out perfectly cooked. Okay, these next few things are just wish items, right? But I use them all the time, not only for Thanksgiving turkey and big poultry, but just when I'm barbecuing, cooking, whatever. So these are BBQ gloves. They're not fancy, but they do the job, right? When you are needing to turn your turkey in the oven, if one side's cooking longer than the other, or if you simply just want to use your hands to pick it up out of the oven or your smoker or whatever you're using, then you can simply put on these heat protectant gloves and just pick up the meat without being worried about burning yourself. And you can put it on the tray, you can bring it in the kitchen, you can turn it in the oven if need be. So these are really fantastic. Again, these are like kind of like a +1 luxury item. If you are short on money, you don't have to get these. You can obviously cook your turkey in the pan and spin it with whatever those things are called, gloves, kitchen gloves. But those are really, really, really great. Things are falling off my table. These are really great to have. They're just convenient, and I love convenience. Last and definitely not least, and these again are just add-ons. They are not one of my must-haves for cooking your turkey. These are called super cubes. So what they are is they're food storage, food freezer silicone cubes that you can actually put in the oven as well. You can cook food in them. But when I cook my turkey, I use the drippings to make my own turkey broth afterwards. And these are really cool because you can't really see the label, but they have a 1 cup line and a 1/2 cup line in there. So you can freeze all of your leftovers in like 1/2 cup or 1 cup increments. And I even use these with chopped up turkey in the end. So traditionally you make like leftovers with your weekly food, like a chicken salad, you chop up the rest of your chicken and put it in salad. I'll do that for the rest of the year with the leftover turkey. So I'll use the big super cubes to freeze like big blocks of turkey in here, and they freeze perfectly square. So it makes it really easy to put them in Ziploc bags and keep them in your freezer slash, whatever you're storing your stuff in. And it just makes it really convenient to store all of the leftover food, turkey, stuffings that you have, and keep your freezer organized at the same time. And so I really like those. Super cubes are like top tier, so they're a little on the expensive side. There are some other versions out there that you can use. I recommend these because they last forever and you can put them in the oven. There's not a lot that can reach a regular cooking temperature of like 400 something degrees in the oven. So that is my list of must-haves for your Thanksgiving turkey. But that is it. But it was great, you guys, and next time we'll be going over specific seasonings and recipes and other kitchen tools that you will need. But until then, meet me on the talk.